This is our Westminster mini greenhouse. It's only 1 foot 1 inch or 33 centimetres deep, so it's very narrow and designed for a small courtyard garden or perhaps a side return of a house where you want to grow some plants. Because it's so small, it doesn't take up much ground space, but as you can see with all the shelving in there, there's an awful lot of growing space. Now the framework is architectural aluminium, of course 25-year guarantee on the framework, and this one's been powder coated in a polyester powder coating to make it look nice. It doesn't make it last any longer, but if you're looking at it through the window each day, then it's very nice to have a nice colour on it. And this one's got the Cotswold green coating on it. The framework itself is glazed with 4mm toughened safety glass. Now toughened safety glass is very strong. In fact, when we go to the shows, we throw a cricket ball at it just to show how tough it is. Now it is toughened, it's not unbreakable. If it does shatter, it shatters into little tiny pieces like a car window, so it is very strong and very safe. The reason why we use the glass rather than say a plastic sheet is the glass will stay rigid. If it's really windy, the glass sheet won't blow out, and also if you've got 2 or 3 feet of snow on here, that's no problem at all. The glass also traps heat, so it's different to plastic in that respect. So early in the year, when you've perhaps got a little bit of winter sun on the grow house, then the heat will be trapped in there and the plants will be growing in there, even though it might be freezing outside. So you're going to get an earlier start to the growing season, and also a later season or a longer season, because the plants will grow for much longer because they're under the glass. The glazing is sliding panels. Now the beauty of the sliding panels is there's nothing that opens, so you don't need any extra space to open a door, and also hinged doors are notorious for being caught in the wind and banging about and getting damaged. But with a sliding panel there's nothing to get caught in the wind, and also you've got infinitely variable ventilation. So early in the year you can perhaps have it open 1 inch or so just to let the air move through and stop there being any disease problems. And then in the summertime, or when you want access, you can have it wide open. In actual fact, the roof glass will also slide on a hot summer's day to ventilate it. Inside, you've got a whole series of shelves. We've got 5 separate shelves in here, and you can see at the back we've got a whole series of holes. So you can change the spacing of the shelving just depending what plants you've got in there. And if you don't want to use the shelves, you want a little bit more depth, then you can see this very bottom one has actually been dropped flat out of the way. So you can then have bigger things in front of it. And you can do that to all of the shelves, or you can change the height of the shelves, or you can take them out completely. So in a very small space, you've got an awful lot of growing space. So the Westminster is available in 2 lengths. This is the shorter length, the 3'4". We also do a 5 foot, 1.5 meters long. And then we also do 2 heights. This is the tall one, and then we do one that's sort of half the height as well if you've got a really restricted space. So the Westminster is ideal for small gardens where you want to have some crops that you want to keep an eye on, but with a small growing space or a small floor area, you've got an awful lot of growing space.